Okay, recording is started. First, what we will do a question. That question came in the TCS examination. Okay, in the exam of TCS during the placement, this question came, and this is a very good question. After doing this one question, we will do the programs on the array. Okay, so I will give you the program, and I will take you 5 minutes. Take at least 5 minutes. Then I will call the name of student, and you have to tell me the answer. So let me open the question. This is the question. Do not search the answer anywhere. Do it by yourself. Okay. And let us see whether you are able to solve it or not. 5 minutes means at 3:22 I will ask the answer from you guys. Okay. What you can do, if you have the answer, just raise your hand. Okay. I can give you around 10 minutes also for this question. I think all of you can do this question, but the thing is sometimes you can do silly mistake. Okay. Always remember, a variable has only one value, not two values. At a point of time, a variable can have a single value only. Keep this concept in mind, and I think you know how the prefix and postfix operator work. You all know array have a location, yes or no? And the location start from the 0. So here the size of array is 5 elements. So the location starts from 0 and it goes up to 4, because you can count the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on your finger. From 0 to 4 actually 5 elements are there. So computer will say 5 elements are there and the location is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But humans normally count from 1. They will say the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, this is not the same case with computer. 0 is very important in computer science, in computers. So the location start from the 0 always. So actually 1 means the second element. Computer will say 1, but according to humans, it is the second element. Do this question, raise your hand if you have the answer, then I will ask one by one and you have to give me some explanation also. Take your time. Only 2 students have raised the hand. Let me give me more time. It is not a complex question. It is easy, but I can say it is somewhat tricky, okay? Not very tricky. Okay, time is up. So who will answer? Khushi will answer. Khushi.
Option B.
Say it again.
Option B.
Option B. Okay, Khushi, can you give me the explanation? Okay, no worry, Khushi. Actually, this is not the correct answer. So I will pass question to Abhay. Abhay.
सर फर्स्टली सबसे पहले क्या होगा, A1 पे जाएंगे, कंप्यूटर अपनी
What
फर्स्ट
is your
लोकेशन
answer?
देखेगा। सर सी।
That is not the correct answer, Abhay. I will pass the question to Ajita.
Sir, A.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Give me the explanation.
सर पहले आई की वैल्यू प्री इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा है, तो सर फर्स्ट पोजीशन पर एरे पर 1 है, तो सर 2 हो जाएगी आई की वैल्यू। फिर जे में पोस्ट इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा है, तो फिर ए की वैल्यू पहले जे की 1 होगी, फिर नेक्स्ट लाइन में आके 2 हो जाएगी। और एम की वैल्यू सर आई प्लस प्लस हो रहा है, तो पहले आई की वैल्यू हमारी 2 थी, तो आई की वैल्यू हमारी ए मतलब 2 मतलब आई प्लस प्लस आई होगा, तो ए सेकंड पोजीशन पर एरे पर हमारा 15 है, तो एम की वैल्यू 15 हो जाएगी।
That is the correct answer. So good. I hope all of you have understood this particular part. The only thing is, I think mistake you are doing is, I will give the explanation. Okay. First of all, this is the array. Yes or no? Okay, I will create the array. Whenever you are, doing the question for the array, draw the array like this. 5, 1 in the boxes, okay? Because what is array? It is a collection of variables having the same data type. Now write the locations 0, 1, 2, 3 and finally 4, okay? Now I, J and M, yes or no? So here when we are at this line, I equal to plus plus A1. A1 means this element, yes or no? And this is a pre-increment. Pre-increment is not lazy. Pre-increment increments the value in the same line. So here when you are writing plus plus A1, actually the value get increased. So this value will become 2. and same is transferred in the variable I. Okay, now you will go to the next line, you will jump to the next line. Here it is A1 plus plus. It is a postfix operator, yes or no? And postfix operator means the value is incremented in the next line. It is a lazy operator. So computer does not see it as A1 plus plus. It sees it as A1. What is the value in the A1? It is 2, and 2 is transferred in the J. Okay. But when the cursor moves to the next line, when the cursor is at alphabet, let's say M, the computer will wake up. It will say, oh, the previous A1 plus plus is pending. Yes or no? So it will go to the first location and it will increase the value. This increased value will not reflect in the J because the assignment is already done. I hope you are understanding it. Because the computer read the line as J equal to A1. So the value in the J is 2. It will not be changed because the assignment is done. But in the A1, no assignment is done. That's why the value is increased. Now, when you are writing M equal to AI plus plus, it is again a postfix operator. So I plus plus means computer is not seeing it as I plus plus. It is seeing it as I. Can you tell me what is the value in the I? It is 2. You can see it. Yes or no? So at the second location, what is the value in the array? 15. Yes or no? So 15 gets transferred
15.
here. But when the cursor moves to here, to the alphabet P, computer will wake up. It will say I plus plus is pending. Only the value of I will be increased. You understand that? For example, here, these two things are very different. Here, the value in the array gets increased, okay? Because the plus plus is after the bracket. Here, plus plus is with the variable I. So the value of I gets increased from 2 to 3. And option A is the answer, that's why. You can take 2 to 3 minutes, and if you have doubt, you can ask. That is a very good question. And you have seen, I have asked the question, or I have asked the answer from 3 to 4 students, and you were all not able to get the correct answer in the first try. But that is fine because this is a very good question. This question I think came in the TCS or in the Infosys. I cannot remember. You can search on the internet. Take your time. I will give you 2 minutes. Then we can start the programs on array. I have given you a homework. Yes or no? On the HackerRank platform. Are you guys able to pass the test cases? Yes or no? That is a very simple question. Okay. Okay, I think there is no doubt. So we can move to the next part. This is another simple question. Can you tell me the answer? Anyone? Question is open for all.
Random.
Sir, A.
Sir, C.
Array elements are stored in,
Sequential.
of course, I have created this
Sequential.
particular rectangle, na? Yes or no? And let us suppose the array elements are 5, so I will create 5 boxes. It means I am storing the array in the one location, yes or no? Even if I have to create array of 100 elements, still I will create one big particular rectangle. Means I will store everything sequentially at one place. I will store. I will not store them in different paths. Let us suppose we have a 2 GB RAM, and if we are storing the array at one place, then the speed of accessing the array is very fast. For example, if you have organized your clothes in your home, it is very easy to find now. Let us suppose you have not organized them and they are in the jumbled order, so it is very difficult to find now. Yes or no? So similarly here, array elements are always stored in the sequential order, because when everything is at one place, it becomes very easy to access. Okay, so option A is the answer. This question we have done. This one we have done. Okay, this question we have to do. Write a program in C language to read n number of values in an array and display it in reverse order. So what we have to do, first of all, we will ask the user, please enter the size of array. Then let us suppose user entered 5, means 5 elements should be there. Then using a for loop, we will input the values in the array. Let us suppose the user entered values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then again we will write a for loop and we will reverse the array. Actually, we are not reversing the array. We will just print the array in the reverse order. Means you will say the output is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you have understood the question. If you have understood the question, you can tell me orally how you can do it. How can you reverse the array? What are the things you will write in the for loop?
सर डिक्रीमेंट ऑपरेटर से हो जाएगा ना?
Okay, so you have to write a for loop to print the array in the reverse order. So what is the starting condition, stopping condition and the update? Can you tell me?
सर अगर 5 बॉक्सेस तो सर अपन सर उसको पहले 5 से प्रिंट कराएंगे ना, फिर डिक्रीमेंट करते जाएंगे.
No. Yes. What is the location?
n is
5?
equals to 5 फिर सर उस
No,
stopping
it
condition
is
है.
wrong. No. N is not 5 because the last
Four,
location
n
of the
is
array
four.
is 4.
Sorry sir, 4
Okay.
4 4.
N is equal to 4, and when n is greater than equal to 0, it is the stopping condition, means it is true, and n minus minus, and then just write the printf statement. So I think you guys can do it. So I will give you 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then I will also write the code. Okay, but I am giving you time because I think you can easily do it. Remember, you will input the size from the array, the size of array from the user. Means first of all, you will write printf, please enter the size, create a variable int size and scanf it. Okay, then create the array. For example, if your array name is array, then write int array in the bracket size. I hope you are understanding. Do not give the size of the array by yourself. You have to read the size also from the keyboard. Then create a for loop and read the values from the keyboard. Okay, print a message also, please enter the value. After that, create a for loop and write I equal to n minus 1, means it is 4. Okay, n is greater than 0, n minus minus printf all the values. That's all. So you have to write only 2 for loops here, one to read the values in the array and one to print the values. So I think I will help you in this particular code. I will write the code. Actually, here we are not reversing the array. I hope you are understanding it. The values in the array are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after we have printed 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, still in the array there is no change. We are only printing the array in the reverse order. We will do a question in which we will actually reverse the array. Means if the input is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the array, the output should be in the same array. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you should have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But that is a separate program. Okay, let us do this program. This is the header file, standard input output. What it does is it contains the code for printf and scanf. How the printf and scanf works, it contains that. stdio means standard input output. Main means it is the starting point of the function. If you want to run something on the screen, if you want your code to be shown on the output screen, you have to write it inside the main function. It is the starting point. Okay. Now here we have to input the size of array from the user. Here I will not write like this, int array. I will not do this. Okay. How many elements user wants to input? 10, 11, 12, 100, 1000. I will take input from the user. That's why write a printf statement, printf, so that the user should know, please enter the size of array, and then change the line, which is very necessary, so that the look and feel of the code is good. Now create a variable int size and scan the size from the user. Remember, we have to use ampersand operator always in the scanf. Now we know how much elements user wants to input. Now we can create an array. Create an array, write int array in the bracket size. Now you have to fill the array with the values. So, write a printf statement. Please enter the values in the array. Okay, and of course change the line using the escape sequence \n, not the /n. Again, I have told you have to write a for loop. Create a variable I. I am writing all the variables in a single line because it will save time. For I is 0, not 1, because 0 is the first location. I less than size, not less than equal to, because 4 is the last location. Here, let us suppose user is giving size as 5, so value will go from 0 to 4. Yes or no? Because 4 is less than 5. When the value reaches 5, 5 is less than 5, it becomes false, and that is the end. So the last location is not 5, it is 4. Always remember that. Of course, I needs to be incremented. Here you can write I equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus or plus plus I, both, all the things are same. Then scan the value from the user and fill it in the array. Here write ampersand. You have to fill the values in the array. What is the name of array? It is array. And here you have to give the location. Here you will not give the location as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means you cannot write here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. You just have to write I. Why? Because the value of I will become 0 and it will read the first value and it will store in the 0th location. Then the value of I will get increased, it will become 1 and the value gets stored in the second location, or according to computer the first location. Then value of I becomes 2. Whatever user has inputted, it will be stored in the location 2, then 3, then 4. Okay. Now we have an array, and let us suppose the size of array is 5 elements and the data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to just print the array in the reverse order. Means we have to start from the last element and we have to go till the first element. Yes or no? So give a message printing the array in the reverse order. Just write reverse order of our array is, of course change the line always. Create another loop, right? For you can use the same variable I equal to 0. Here after executing these lines, the value of I will become 5. When I am writing I equal to 0, again the value is set to 0, because variable can store only single value, not multiple value. But here, because we have to print the array in reverse order, I cannot write here I equal to 0, because I have to start from the last location. The last location is not size, it is size minus 1, because we are starting from the 0 location. Let us suppose user inputted number 5 in the size. So here if I write 5, then I equal to 5. 5 does not exist in the array. The last location is 4, because we are starting from 0. That's why I have written size minus 1, and it will work till the value is 0. If the value becomes less than 0, you have to stop. And here write not I equal to I plus 1, I minus 1. So that value become 4, then 3, then 2, 1, like this, then 0. Now print the values here. Printf %d, and we will not use ampersand here. What is the name of array? Array in the bracket I. That's all. That is the end of program. Let me write return 0 also here. Now let us execute the program. Let us see whether it is working or not. Please enter the size of array. 5 elements. Please enter the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it is not working. So let us see where is the error.
सर फर्स्ट फॉर लूप में scanf लिखा है उसके अंदर, वहाँ printf.
Where? Here? It is fine.
Yes
na?
sir.
We have to use scanf here. Na? We have to scan the values. Actually, I should not give space here. Maybe it is causing problem. Yeah, it is working fine. Yes or no? So, you know, I have told you also, we have done a program that you should not give space here after percentage %d. Before it, you can give a space if you want. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is our program. Check out the program. If someone has doubt, you can ask. If you have no doubt, then what you should do, check out the program and do not copy the program from my screen. Okay, minimize my teams or minimize the team software, minimize my code and write the code by yourself. And if you get any doubt or if you get any error, you can ask. I can give you 10 minutes for that. Do the code, send the answer in the chat box of MS Team. We are not reversing the array here. I hope you guys are understanding. We are printing the array in reverse order. Reversing an array is a different thing. Printing the elements in the reverse order is entirely a different thing. Here, the values in the array are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have just printed it from last to the first. But still in the array A, the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will do another program in which actually we will change the value. And the starting in that program that we will do after some time, after some minutes. In that program, the input will be, let us suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But after some time, after when we have written the code, the value in the array will become 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So actually the value in the array will also get reversed. We have to do the program also. That program is asked, okay, like in the programming interview, not this question, because this is very easy. In that program, actually what we are doing, we are swapping the value. Swapping means changing the value. So first do this program. It is easy program. The only thing is, in the line number 18 here, you will not write size only, you will write size -1. You can give any input in the array. Let us suppose the size is 10. You can give the input as 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you will get the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Simple code.
सर सर हम साइज -1 को लिख रहे हैं.
Okay, let me ask a question from you. Let us suppose the size of array is 5. Okay, can you tell me what are the locations in that array?
सर 6.
No.
सर आपने उसको 5 ही होंगी.
Yes, 5 locations are there. Means 5 boxes are there. 5 elements you can store. 5 numbers you can store. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Now, each element of an array has a location, like your house has a location, and the location start from 0. I will draw the picture. Let us suppose you have to create an array of 5 elements. Means 5 boxes are there. Boxes means actually these are variables that are created by the computer. Below it we write the location, and the location start from 0. It is the notation, you know, created by Dennis Ritchie or by someone else, you know, previous than Dennis Ritchie, we do not know. Actually computer will say that we have 5 locations, but the locations are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But normally we humans count them as locations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? So the last location is 4. In these boxes, you can store any number. Like you can store 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So if I ask you, write a code to print element number 50 on the screen. Can you tell me how you can do it? Let us suppose the name of array is array. We have to print 50 on the screen. So what should I write inside the printer? Just tell me.
A and bracket में for 4.
Yes, no, not 5, no?
Yes sir.
Because 5 is not there. So similarly, let us suppose user inputted size as 5. So if you write I equal to size, it means the last location of array is 5, which is incorrect now. That's why we are writing size minus 1, means it should be 4, 1 less than size. Okay,
Okay sir.
implement the program, send the answer.
सर मेरे को आ रही है सर.
Yaman,
यस सर.
there is problem. What is the problem, Yaman?
सेकेंड बार सर वो इनपुट नहीं ले रहा है सर.
You have not used ampersand, na Yaman, in the scanner. Okay, Yaman.
ओके. यस.
So 2 students have sent the answer. Ayush and Sojal and Yaman also. I'm waiting for the other students.
सर मेरे प्रोग्राम में सर वैल्यू प्रिंट नहीं कर रहा है वो.
What is your name?
आयुष कुमार सर. सर मैं दोबारा भेज रहा हूँ सर.
Okay. So in Rajiv's class, what are the topics you have studied so far? Can anyone tell me? Ayush, there is a problem. What is the problem? The thing is, here you cannot declare and define the variable in the same line. Like you have written na int I equal to 0. No, don't do it. Create the variable before for. Just write int I, then simply write I equal to 0. Declaration of a variable and the definition are never given in the same line, because sometimes it gives the error. Okay, Ayush, I hope you're getting the error. And there is another thing. In the for loop, instead of writing j equal to 0, write here j greater than equal to 0. Okay.
Okay sir.
Check the program with my code. So what you have done so far in Rajiv's class? Anyone? Yaman, what you have done so far?
Sir, we have done, sir. Last time we have write 3 programs, sir. So last
Now,
time
sir,
class
we were
was took by
discussing about
Vivek.
pre-increment
one
and
student.
post-increment.
Okay. If there is some error here, let me know. Write the code by yourself. Do not copy it from my screen, okay? You will get some errors, no worry. Then you can correct it, but write the code by yourself.
Excuse me, sir. सर मैंने सर फॉर लूप में सर जहाँ पे आपने लास्ट में i++1 लिखा हुआ है सर. सर मैंने वहाँ पे i++ लगा के देखा सर, बट वो कोड काम नहीं कर रहा है सर.
No, there will be some other error in the program.
नहीं
What is your
सर,
name?
बट मैंने +1 लगाया तो सर हो गया.
No, I will write here I++. It will work.
सर उसने सर इज इक्वल टू के बाद प्लस 1 किया होगा।
Size of array is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
हाँ सर
5. It is working fine.
हाँ सर आयुष वाला सर हो गया था सर।
You cannot write I equal to I plus plus because I
Yes,
equal
sir.
to I plus plus means you are writing I equal to I plus 1, and in a statement you cannot write two assignment statements or two assignment operator. Yes or no? Can you write like this? X equal to 5 equal to y equal to z, y equal to 2? No, no. So
No.
either write I equal to I plus 1 or simply I plus plus, because I plus plus means it is a shortcut for I equal to I plus 1. Okay. Yes.
सर आप प्रोग्राम एक बार दोबारा रन कर सकते हैं सर अपना?
Okay. What should be the size of array? Tell me.
सर 5.
Okay. Elements.
सर 1 2 3 4 5.
Okay. 1 2 3 4 5.
सर बट जब मैं सर कर रहा हूँ सर, मतलब साइज
Hmm.
-1 नहीं यूज कर रहा हूँ, तो सर वो 5 एलिमेंट प्रिंट हो रहे हैं। जब साइज -1 यूज कर रहा हूँ तो सर 4 ही प्रिंट हो रहे हैं।
There will be some error. What is your name? Have you sent the code?
सर आई विल सेंड इट अगेन।
Make sure your program is working fine. Okay. Ayush, j equal to size, it is wrong, na? No.
सर मैं ये यूज कर रहा हूँ तो सर मैंने वैल्यू से मतलब सर साइज में 4 डलवा दिया, सर 5 कमरे बन जाएंगे।
No, 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 no. If you have entered 4, how can the array create 5 spaces? You want to
0
reserve 4 size means 4 boxes are created. 5 means 5 boxes are created, but the locations are from 0 to 4. So if you are inputting size as 5, let us suppose in the hotel you want to book 5 rooms. You will be given 5 rooms by the hotel, but the room number of the rooms are 0 1 2 3 4, and you can count from 0 to 4, 5 rooms are there. So instead of writing j equal to size, write j equal to size minus 1 and it will work fine. Okay, Ayush?
Okay.
I hope you are understanding it. Students who are sending the code, make sure your output is okay. It is fine. I will wait for 5 minutes also, for another 5 minutes. Because the next program that I will open, you guys have to write. This one program I have written. Now I will give you one program that you have to do by yourself.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
सर जब आपने मतलब जब ये आपने जो कोड लिखा है वो रन नहीं हो रहा था क्योंकि आपने स्कैनफ में %d के बाद स्पेस लगा रखा था, तो वो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा था?
No, it will work. The space doesn't matter because you are scanning from the.
%d के बाद
Achha.
स्पेस।
We have done a program on this. If you remember, for the characters we have done. You cannot give a space here. It is the syntax. Okay. Depends on a
Okay.
density. Okay. Before it you can give the space, but after it you cannot do it.
Okay.
You can give a space, but you should have multiple variable. Like if you can write %d, but you should print some other value, like you want to print the value of j, then it is fine. But for a single variable, it is the syntax. Okay. It is the rule we have to follow.
Okay, sir.
Before %d or before any format specifier, you can give any space, but after that, for a single variable at least you cannot give. But yes, if there are multiple variable, then you can give a space. 2 more minutes, then we will start our next program. So can we start our next program or should I wait? Say no if you are still doing the program.
Sir, no. Only 2 minutes.
Okay, no worry, I will wait.
Hello, sir. Sir, can you tell about assignment? Where to submit that?
Assignment, where to upload it? Okay. So what you have to do, you have to open the MS Team in the computer.
Yes, sir.
This thing will not work on the mobile phone. Now click on our group ASAT BTech CSE section D, okay, 2020222024. Now click on the assignment. Okay. Let us wait. Now in the assigned option, you will see this program, C Programming Internal Assignment. Okay, click on it. Now you will see your name. What is your name?
Sir, Adarsh Rathore.
Your name is not present.
Sir, I'm new student.
So is your Amazon ID activated?
Yes, sir.
You are logged in with what name?
Sir, Adarsh Rathore.
What you can do is,
So my name is also not here.
okay, new student, what you can do, just send the assignment to my WhatsApp. Okay, create a PDF file of that. You have to hand write the particular answers. The answer should be handwritten. Create a PDF document, scan it using cam scanner, whatever scanners are there, whatever applications are there on the Play Store, and send it on my WhatsApp number. Okay, because I think for new student it will not show, but if your name is showing here and if you are a new student, you just have to click on your name. Let us suppose here, if I click on Vivek Mishra name, I can click on here. Now what you guys can do, okay, this is a, he has uploaded the assignment. Okay, so it is very easy. Just click on your name, then there will be a option to upload the particular document, the answer. Okay, you can upload it and you can click on the turned in option. Okay, and once you do that, the assignment will be visible here on my system. If your name is not showing, just send it on my WhatsApp number. So I think we can move to the next question. Wait a second. Okay, before doing it, what we will do, I will give you a question. This is the question. It is a very simple question. What you have to do, you have to read the numbers from the keyboard. Means similarly that we have done in the previous question, we have done the task. We will do the same task again. Read the size from the user, enter the elements from the user and print the sum on the screen, and you should write the correct code so that you all will pass the test cases. I'm sharing this link in the chat box. I will give you 10 minutes. And once all the test cases are passed, what you need to do, send the picture of the test cases. Okay, when you pass all the test case, you will see tick signs, green tick sign. So just take the snapshot of that using the snipping tool or any other software and send it here.
सर
हाँ,
सर आपने लास्ट वाले प्रोग्राम में जब आपने सर 5 एंटर किया तो सर 5 बॉक्सेस बन गए थे सर, उनका एड्रेस था 01234। यस सर।
हाँ,
सर आप साइज -1 लिख रहे थे तब से 1 2 3 4 5 प्रिंट हो रहा था, और सर मैं साइज -1 नहीं लिख रहा हूँ, ओनली साइज लिख रहा हूँ, तो 6 वैल्यू प्रिंट हो रही है सर।
हाँ,
सर ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है सर?
6 value will be printed.
यस सर, 6 इनपुट ले रहा है और 6 प्रिंट भी कर रहा है।
Yes, but it's value will be a garbage value. Yes or no?
नो सर, तो 6 इनपुट लिए हैं, जो इनपुट लिया है सर वही प्रिंट किया है।
Send your code. It is very easy question. Input the size and the elements from the user, create a for loop and create a sum variable and sum all the values and print it on the screen. Very simple question.
सर सेंड कर दिया सर।
So this is the question. Yeah, just wait. Do not read this thing, okay? Just see here the sample input. This is the size and these are the numbers, okay? And this is the output you should get. And delete everything here, whatever is written here, okay? And this is the answer that I have tried. And then click on the run code and submit code. For example, when I click on the run code, I am getting this answer, okay? So take a snap of this particular part of the screen and send it. I am giving you 10 minutes. Ayush, you have sent it.
Yes sir.
So this is the code and you are saying, okay, I will copy the code.
Yes sir.
Let me remove the question mark. So, okay, I should write here int main, then it will work. So what size should I give, Ayush?
Sir 5.
And the values?
1 2 3 4 5 6.
Yeah, this is the problem, na? In the for loop, you have done something. Yeah, this is the error here. You should write I less than size. You are giving look, what you are doing is in the hotel, to the hotel guy, you are saying, I want to reserve 5 rooms. But what hotel guy is doing? He is doing a foolish thing. Instead of giving 5 rooms, he is giving you 6 rooms. And the room numbers are from 0 to 5. So that is a loss for the hotel. Yes or no? Not loss of you or whoever is booking the particular room. So similarly here you are inputting the size of array is 5, but here instead of writing I less than 5 means the last location should be 4, not 5. So if you are writing here I less than equal to 5, it means you are reserving 6 rooms from 0 to 5. From 0 to 5 actually 6 rooms are there. You can count the numbers on your finger. 0 to 5, 6 rooms are there. So instead of writing I less than equal to size, write here I less than size. And that is fine. That is the only problem here. Let us run the code again. 5 1 2 3 4 5. And this is the garbage value. Yes or no, Ayush? Because 6th location does not exist. So if you try to print the 6th location, you will get a random value. Means whatever there is in the RAM. So instead of writing j equal to size, you should write size minus 1. 1 2 3 4 5. And the code is working fine. Okay, Ayush, I will paste the code in the Teams chat box. No worry. For the first time when you are doing the code, you will get errors. We all learn from the errors. Now do the code of the HackerRank. Do not read this, okay? It is nothing.
Okay.
Just read here. Take a variable size and input the size. Then take the elements from the user and just print them or print the sum on the screen, okay? To print the sum on the screen, take a sum variable and store the sum of each and every element. I hope you guys can do it easily. It is not difficult. This is the code, okay? Very small code. I am giving you 5 minutes. And once the code is done, once all the test cases are passed, send the picture of the past test cases in the MS Team chat box. If the test cases are not passing, try to find the error. Else tell me, I will help you to remove the errors. So let us suppose the user gave input as 5, means 5 elements or 5 rooms should be there in the array. And let us suppose the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5, 4, 9, 12. Okay, so it is 15. Yes or no? And you have to print 15 on the screen. Okay. So can anyone tell me how can you do the sum of the array? Just tell me orally. I think you will write a for loop for that. Yes or no? Anyone? How can
Yes,
you
sir.
sum the array? Yes, Yaman.
Sir, sir, I'm saying for loop will be required, sir. I'm not getting that how to write that.
Okay. So to sum the elements 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, you have to use a for loop. So can anyone else tell me how can you do the same? How can you sum the elements?
यस सर
Uh-huh.
सर हम एक वेरिएबल बनाएंगे सर आपने बोला सम बनाएंगे
Mm-hmm.
आपने पहले इनपुट ले लिया
Mm-hmm.
सारे नंबर्स का फिर आपने सर उसको सम को पहले अपने ऊपर मतलब डिक्लेरेशन के टाइम पे उसको 0 असाइन कर दी वैल्यू सर जब लूप में आएंगे मतलब कि सर लूप चालू करेंगे 0 से लेकर साइज तक जितना साइज आपने भरवा लिया एरे का तो सम इज इक्वल टू सम प्लस ए ऑफ मतलब कि जो वेरिएबल होगा आपका जो फॉर लूप का वो लगा देंगे सर वहाँ पे
That is the correct answer.
सर पर उसके लिए सम इज इक्वल टू 0 इनिशियलाइज करना पड़ेगा ना शायद।
It is
Yes,
not
sir.
necessary. You can just write int sum because I have told you the default value of integer is 0. So even if you are not writing 0, it means the same thing. So you can write int sum equal to 0, or either you can write int sum, still the system will give the 0 as the default value. Okay. So this is our array, and let us suppose the name of array is array. So what you can do after you have created this array, by taking the size and the elements from the input or from the user, you can create a variable int sum which will store the sum. So sum will be 1, then 3, then 6, then 10, then 15. I hope you are getting. One by one it will store the sum of the elements of the array. Create a for loop for I equal to 0, and of course I less than size, not less than equal to size, and I plus plus, or you can write I equal to I plus 1. Here just write one line, sum equal to, or just write sum equal to 0. Okay, it is more clear. Sum equal to sum plus, what is the name of array? Array, and in the square bracket write here I. So how it is working? It is very simple. First of all, the value of I is 0, yes or no? So this line will execute. Sum equal to, what is the value of sum? It is 0, yes or no? Then array of 0, because value of I is 0 now. So what is the element in the 0th location? 1. So the sum of array will be 1. Okay, one by one we will store the sum of the elements of the array in the sum variable. Now I will become 2, and the value of sum is what? 1. So it will become 1 plus 2, yes or no? So it will become 3. Again the value of I will become 2. What is the value in the sum? It is 3. And what is the value in the I? It is 2. So array of 2 means the element 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Similarly, sum will be 6 plus 4, yes or no? 10. And at last, sum is equal to 10 plus 5. So one by one we have to add the values, and we are storing the sum in the sum variable. Simple. I hope you guys are getting it. If you are not able to understand it, let me know. I can give the explanation for one more time. Yaman, have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then do it. I have written the answer in front of you. You just have to write a printf statement and a scanf statement. You just have to create an array. Okay, and the other answer I have written in front of you. I hope you are getting it. First the sum is 0, then add the first element, means 1 and 0. Now sum has the sum of the first element, then add 1 and 2, means sum will become 3, means now sum has the sum of first 2 element, then sum will have the sum of first 3 element, then sum will have the sum of first 4 elements, and at last sum will have the sum of all the elements, all the 5 elements. That is the end, because at that time I will become 5 and 5 is less than 5. This stopping condition will fail, and that is the end. After this, write a printf statement and print the sum on the screen, and you will pass all the test cases. Just do it. If you are not able to pass the test cases, let me know. First send the code and then let me know. Has someone solved at their home question from HackerRank from different topic, like from data type, variables, for loop, switch, if else? Yes or no? No or yes?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
To go show.
Good. Keep on trying the questions from the HackerRank. If you are not able to solve it, you can send the code on the WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp, and I will help you.
सर मैंने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया था बट उसको डाउट आ रहा था मेरे को.
If that is the other question, send the question on the WhatsApp. Okay. After the class, whenever I'm free,
Okay,
I
sir.
will check the question and I will tell you. And send the code and the link of the question. You know, the
Yes.
hacker rank, open the website, copy the link, paste it, and the code, not the image. And I will run the code and I will try to remove the error.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If someone has passed the test cases for this particular summing of elements in the array,
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, okay, good. I will still wait for 5 to 10 minutes. If you guys are not able to understand the logic, let me know. The logic is very simple. We are first adding the sum of the first element, then first two element, then first three element, then first four element, then all the elements or first five elements, or you can say all the elements, and that's all. Simple logic. The logic is simple, but you are doing the C language for first time now, so it might be difficult for you. But as the time passes, this knowledge will become, you know, very easy. Yes or no? Because you all know when we were kids, when we are in the kindergarten or in the nursery classes, just creating a alphabet A or B or just learning the alphabets from A to Z was very difficult. But as the time passes, you know, we all know the alphabets are very easy. Yes or no? So it depends on the time. So similarly, when you're doing the code for the first time, it will be difficult, but as the time passes, as you practice more, the thing becomes very, very easy. So be patient, okay, and work hard, and that is the key for the success. Just motivating you, okay. We are doing very basic things. We are not doing any difficult here. Because that is the first semester, na? So only two students, I think, have passed the test cases. Ayush and Yaman. Okay, Anurag also. I will move to the next code only when I have seen that at least 10 students have replied for this particular question. At least 10 students should solve all the test cases. Then I will move to the next part. If you are not able to pass the test cases, if you are getting some error, let me know. I will help you to remove that.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
Yes, Anurag.
सर ये हैकर रैंक में टॉपिक वाइज क्वेश्चंस भी ढूंढ सकते हैं क्या?
Of course.
सर बता दीजिए, मुझे नहीं पता.
Can you see my screen?
यस सर.
Can you see this C symbol? Click on that.
ओके सर.
And these are the topic wise questions for loop, array, reversal, like this. Okay.
ओके सर.
This is the first program, hello world. You just have to, I think, print it. Then, you know, questions are given. Difficulty levels are also given. Okay.
थैंक यू सर.
I'm waiting for other student to reply. Let me give you 5 more minutes.
Sir,
Uh-huh.
sir, please check my code. Sir, error is coming.
Okay.
Sir,
Wait a second, I'm looking for the code. I'm looking at the code of Ajita.
सर प्रिंट है उसने सर लास्ट वाला लूप में लिख दिया है सर.
Yes, Ajita. This printf should not be inside the for loop, because if you are writing this, the output will be 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. But you want the sum of all the elements. That's why. So
Sir,
remove the curly
Okay, sir.
bracket here. Yes.
सर एरे का इनपुट अपन उल्टा ले सकते हैं सर पीछे वाले बॉक्स से.
Yes, you can do it. But why you want to do it?
तो मतलब अगर अपन रिवर्स करना चाह रहे हैं तो उल्टा ही ऑर्डर ले लेते हैं तो वो रिवर्स
Yes, you
करते हैं
can
वो.
do it. Yeah, you can do it. It is fine.
ओके सर.
Only your imagination is the limit in the programming language. You can write anything. Only thing is, it should work. So just wait for 2 to 3 minutes. I have to call another faculty. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 students have passed the test cases. If you are not able to pass the test cases, let me know. Send the code and I will tell you the error.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sandeep.
So can you please check my code?
Okay, I cannot see it.
Yes, sir. I'm sending.
I can show you my code also, but that will be not a good thing, na? You have to try it by yourself. You will get some errors, and by the errors you will learn certain things. Try to remove the error by yourself. Okay. Randeep, what I will do, I will copy this code and I will paste it in my hacker rank. Okay. Let us see where is the error. So that is the code. I think it will not work because there are some spaces problem here. Yes, I cannot copy paste the code. No worry. I think there is some space problem. Okay. Let me compare the code. What is the error you are getting, Sandeep?
Sir, my input is 29 and expected output. Oh, sorry, sir. My output is 29 and expected output is 51, sir.
Pradeep, I am making you a presenter. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can share your screen. Maximize the window. Zoom the code. Press Ctrl plus. Okay, scroll down. I need to see the error. Okay, move above. Okay, just wait. Yeah, it is wrong, na? Line number 7 should come after line number 8. Copy line number 7 and paste it below line number 8. First, user will give the size. User will say 5 elements should be there. Then you will create the array. You are creating the array by yourself first. I hope you are understanding the error. Randeep? Now click on the run. Okay, it is working fine. Randeep, if you have doubt, you can ask. I'm making
Yes,
you
sir.
trouble.
It's working fine.
Okay. I hope you have understood the error here. Yes, or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First, you will take the input from the user, like what should be the size of array. Then you will create the array. But here, what you were doing, you were creating the array with random value. Means, actually when you're giving, int array in the bracket size, it is creating maybe zeroth location. Means array is created with no boxes. So actually it is not, it is putting the garbage value on the screen because array is not created here. Means array with 5 values is not created if the user is giving 5 elements. So first take the input from the user, create the array, fill the values, then do the sum. If someone is not able to pass the test cases, let me know, else we can do the other program. I hope some of the student might have, doubt in this particular program. You have to pass all the test cases. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, only 6 students have answered it. So I will wait for another 5 minutes. If you are not able to pass the test cases, let me know. I can make you a presenter and I will solve the issue. Similar programs you have to do during the placement. In the placement also, they will give you complicated code like this and you have to pass the test cases. And depending on the test cases, you will get the point. Let us suppose out of 5 test cases, you are able to pass only 3. Then maybe out of 25, you can get 15 marks like this. So each test case has some points. And of course, to get the maximum marks, you have to pass all the test cases. Okay, I will wait for 5 minutes. Let me know if there is some doubt.
सर रिवर्स वाला भी हो गया सर। सर जो उनने ये आउटपुट दिया हुआ है सर, बीच में स्पेस होना चाहिए, तो उसी तरह होना चाहिए।
Of course, if there is a space, you have to put a space. If you miss one space, your test case will not pass. Okay. I think we can move to the next question. Let us move. Next question should be okay, let us do this program. I will only tell you in theory how you guys can do this and try to write the code. Then I will write the code. Okay. It is very easy. Same thing here also. Input the size from the user and the elements. Let us suppose user inputted 5 elements. Okay. And let us suppose the numbers are this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the locations are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us change it to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay. Now can anyone tell me how can you do this? How can you find the maximum element? Means you have to print the maximum element is 50. Okay. Anyone in theory just tell me.
सर स्वैपिंग से कर सकते हैं ना?
सर
Say it again.
मैं
सर स्वैपिंग से सर मतलब कि सर पहले अपन ए और बी को कंपेयर कराया, सर अपन ने मतलब कि लूप में करेंगे सर अपन ए और बी कंपेयर किया, तो अगर बी मतलब कि सर फर्स्ट वाला 0 से बड़ा है तो उसको उस जगह पे कर दे, फिर सर ऐसे करके सर लूप में चला के सर हो जाएगा.
Swapping we will not do na, because it is very complicated task, and the other thing is I have not told you how to do the swapping so far. Yes or no?
Okay.
Anyone
excuse me,
else?
sir. Sir, if we can declare any number as a maximum number and then running in a मतलब if loop if statement लिख के उसमें compare कर सकते हैं कि if 20 suppose 20 is greater than 10 then print ऐसा कर maybe.
You are telling me the correct answer, but you are not able to put the answer in the correct way. Means
तो
you are
frame
giving the
नहीं हो
correct
रहा है.
approach. Means just tell me how you can do it. For example, here the numbers are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So how will you run it? Your approach is
So
okay,
वो
but tell me the full answer.
सर by declaring सर array 0 means array की जो 0th position है सर उसे large number declare कर देते हैं.
Yes,
जैसे
yes.
10 को then सर
Yes.
उसके लिए उसके बाद सर if
Yes.
statement में उसको compare
Correct,
कर.
correct. I think we all have studied the CBSE books now in our schools. So I think I remember, you all guys remember, we have to prove some theorem, yes or no? So in the first line, we take a assumption, yes or no? And we try to prove it. So similarly, we are doing here, we will take a assumption. I will create a variable int maximum. Okay, you can write any name to a variable. Let us suppose the name is max. Okay, and I will fill the first value in it. Means my assumption is I am taking the first element as the maximum element, and I will compare this element with all the elements, and if I find a maximum element then this element, then I will update the value of the max. Okay, so first of all, the value in the max is what? 10, yes or no? Because when you write max equal to ARR 0, what is the value? 10, yes or no? Create a for loop, and the for loop will start from the first location, not from the 0. Why? Because the 0th location we have already taken, na? Yes or no? What you have to do, compare 10 and 20. Which is larger, 10 or 20? 20, na? So max will be changed, means max will become 20. Then compare 20 and 30. Is 20 greater than 30? No. So max will become 30. Compare 30 and 40. Is 30 greater than 40? No. 40 is greater. So max is changed. Is 40 greater than 50? No. At last, print the value of the max. What I am doing is I am taking an assumption. According to me, the first element is the max. Then I will create a loop. In the loop, I will write if statement. If max is greater than ARR of I, and the I will start from the 1, then max is equal to ARR I. Okay, let us suppose the, wait a second, let us suppose the array elements are this 50, 40 sorry, Let us suppose the array elements are 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. So first I will take max as 50 and I will compare 50 with 40. 50 is greater than 40 means the max will not change. Again I will compare 50 with 30, again the max will not change. I will compare 50 with 20, max will not change. I will compare 50 with 10, it will not change. So the thing is, if I get a maximum element, then the max variable, I will update the value, that's all. If I am not able to find a variable higher than the max, then do not update the value. Yes or no? Yes, now you can ask the doubt.
सर हमें इनपुट यूजर से लेना है या फिर पहले डिक्लेयर करना अपन खुद ही?
No, you should take input from the user. You have to make a habit. Why? Because whenever you are solving the question on HackerRank, always you have to take input from the user. Means you have to pass the test cases. Now for the test cases they will give different input, so always take the input from the user. I hope you guys are understanding it. You have to create a max variable, initialize it to the first variable, write a for loop, and the I will start from 1, because you have to compare 10 with the other elements now, not 10 with yourself. So I will be 1, I less than n. In the for loop write if max is greater than arr I, then in the if write max equal to arr I, means you will update the max if you find a greater value than the max, else you will not update it. And after the for loop write the printf statement. I hope you guys can do it. If it is complex, I can write the code on behalf of you, but I think I should give you 10 minutes. After that I will write the code. Okay, just do it. In the meantime, I will take your attendance. Similarly, we can do the code for the minimum. We will take first number as minimum and we will use the less sign, less than symbol. Okay, here we will use a greater than symbol. Both codes are nearly same. If someone has doubt, they can ask. Sahil is there?
Yes, sir, present.
Okay.
Sir, Ashish Singh Doma present, sir.
Wait a second, I will call your name. Shivangi?
Sir, she is present.
Rudra?
Present.
Sir, Shivangi present.
Okay, Ritvik?
He is also present, Ritik.
And Roshni?
Present, sir.
Okay. Aditya is there? Finally, I think Aditya, your name is changed. Congratulations, Aditya.
Thank you, sir. Present, sir.
Better late than never. Chirag is there? Chirag Sharma? No? Can someone check whether he is in the attendee list? Chirag.
Yes, sir, he is in attendance.
Okay. Raj Singh.
Present, sir.
Ujjwal. No? Ujjwal. Keshav.
Yes, sir, Ujjwal is
Present, sir.
Bhupendra. Bhupendra, no. Yaman is there. Atul.
present, sir.
Abha. Abha.
Present, sir.
So Abha is present.
Suyesh. Suyesh. No. Mansi Bharti.
Present, sir.
Ashish.
Present, sir.
Vanshita.
Present, sir.
Bhanu.
Present, sir.
Sojal is there. Anirudh.
Present, sir.
Anurag.
Present, sir.
Ajita is there. Joel. Joel, no.
Present,
Joel
sir.
is
Okay. Sejal.
Present, sir.
Nakul.
Present, sir. Nakul present is.
Khushi.
Present, sir.
Vivek.
Present, sir.
Satyam.
written on chat box.
Satyam is present or not?
So he is present, written on chat box.
Naman.
Present, sir.
Nilesh.
Nilesh present, sir.
Vaibhav. No. Vaibhav is present or not? Suneha.
सर
Suneha.
सत्यम ने हैंड रेज किया था अभी माइक
Satyam
काम
is
नहीं कर रहा
present. Satyam is present. Suneha.
So
Present,
Suneha
sir.
भी present.
Akshat.
Present, sir.
Devansh. Devansh. Anu.
present, sir.
Vaishnavi.
Present, sir.
Raj Prajapati. Second Raj, no.
Yes, sir. Raj is present.
Abhay Singh Tomar.
Present, sir.
Adarsh.
Present, sir.
Randeep is there. Aman.
Present, sir. Bhupendra.
Upendra is present. Okay, wait. Rohit is here. Aman and Rohit.
Aman
Present, sir.
present.
Rohit.
Rohit.
Rohit Jain present.
Ayushi.
Present, sir.
Aman. Dikshit.
Present, sir.
Ayush Kumar.
Yes, sir, present.
Vansh.
Present, sir.
Vivek. Vivek Yadav.
Yes, sir. He is present.
Shivam. Shivam. No.
Sir, Shivam Kudar present.
Okay. So absentee are Upendra. Upendra is there. Okay. Suyash. No. Suyash.
उस टाइम माइक काम कर रहा यस सर सुयश प्रेजेंट
Okay. And Vaibhav. No. Let me download the attendance. So I think only one student is absent. Vaibhav Arya. All rest of the students are present. So I hope you guys are doing the question of the hacker rank. I mean the question I gave. Sorry, not from the hacker rank. This question, finding the maximum element of the array. Same attendance I will mark for 510. If you have the answer, you can send it in the chat box. Okay, I think Yaman has sent the answer. So good, Yaman. Yaman, you do not need to write if and else. means you can save your time by just writing one if statement, that if max is less than ARRI, max equal to ARRI, because we only need to update the max if we got one value that is greater than the max. If the max is already greater, why should I write Yaman max equal to max? Max equal to max means it is the same thing now. So it is fine code, it is okay, but you can save your time by writing only the else condition here. Means just write the if and put whatever you have written in the else. Okay, but this is a correct code.
Okay, sir.
Now, if you have done this particular program, do not write the program again, just do some changes here so that you can find the minimum number. So instead of writing the greater than symbol, just write the less than symbol. Okay, just do it.
मेरी प्रेजेंट लगा देना सर वैभव।
Vaibhav is present.
यस सर।
Yes, sir. Vaibhav has got disconnected within class.
Vaibhav, when you joined the class, at what time? Vaibhav, can you hear me?
यस सर।
Vaibhav, I think you joined right now, yes or no? Because in the attendee list, your name is not there. So I cannot mark the attendance. Vaibhav joined at 4:47. Let me check for other student also who joined late in the class. Satyam, you will also get attendance for only one class because Satyam joined at 4:16. Okay. Okay, let me mark his name. For other student, I think it is fine. They have joined at the right time. You have to join at the right time. Okay, only then I will give the attendance. So I think only Satyam, you will get attendance for the one class only, not for two. For other student, I think it is fine. And Okay, for others it is fine. So what I will do, because I think Vaibhav is there now in the class. Okay, so Vaibhav, I will give you attendance for one class.
Sir, actually at Barrow place some network issue is going on.
That's why I'm giving him, attendance for one class now. He joined at 4:47. Still, I'm giving attendance for one class. If there is network issue, at least he should have informed me.
सर मैं प्रेजेंट था अभी, सर जल्दी से लीव हो गया था सर, अभी दोबारा से ज्वाइन किया।
Vaibhav, your name is not present. Let us suppose you joined at around 3 o'clock and at 3:30. Your name should be there that you joined at this time and you left. But you have joined only at 4:47. So if there is some network issue, what you can do, you can WhatsApp me that there is a network issue. Only then I will give you the attendance. But still, I'm giving you one attendance. Okay, it is fine.
He is in Jammu, sir, Jammu and Kashmir, so network issue is going on. That's sir.
I'm giving him one attendance. From the next class, if there is some issue, just tell him, send me a message.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think you guys are able to solve this particular question. Change the same code to find the minimum element in the array. It is very simple. Where you have written greater than, just change it to less than and you will get the minimum element. Okay. And what is the issue with Satyam? Satyam, there is some network issue or there is some other issue that you joined late? Satyam, can you hear me? Okay, Satyam is not there. Okay, so since you guys are saying that Vaibhav is there in the JNK, so for this class I will give the attendance. Okay, but from next class just tell me Vaibhav if there is some issue.
Okay sir.
So I think we can jump to the next question now. If you are not able to do this particular question, just say no. Okay, so actually we have to do a program in which we will actually reverse the elements in the array. We have done a program in which we have printed the elements in the reverse order. but in the same input array the elements were intact. Means let us suppose this is the array and the elements are 10, 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. So in the previous program that we have done, we have printed the array in reverse order. The values were still in the array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But right now I want to reverse the values in the array. Means the new value should be 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. We cannot do this program directly. First we have to understand how to swap two values. Let us suppose two variables are there. One variable is a and the value in the a is 3. Okay, and there is another variable b and the value in the b is 2. Okay, can anyone tell me how can we swap the value? Swapping the value means right now the value in the a is 3 and the value in b is 2. But after swapping, a should have the value of b and b should have the value of a. Means a should have 2 and b should have 3. Anyone?
Using third variable.
Okay. How can we swap the value using another variable?
सर तीसरा अपन ने सी बना लिया सर. सी में पहले ए की डलवा ली, फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप में ए में बी की डलवा दी और इसके नीचे वाले स्टेप में बी में सी की डलवा दी.
That is the correct answer. Look, sometimes student write this thing a equal to b and b equal to a. If I write these two lines, will it work? Will a will have the value 2 or will have b the value 3? Yes or no?
दोनों में 2 हो जाएगी.
Yes, this swapping will not work. Why? Because a variable can have only one value at a point of time. Variable cannot store multiple value. It can store only one or single value. Okay. So if you write this line, a will have 2, means the value of b is there in the 2. That is fine. But now the value 3 is lost. You cannot save 3 in variable b. In the next line you are writing b equal to a, but the value in a is 2. So in both variable value 2 is there. Means only using two variables you cannot swap the value. You need another variable that acts as a buffer in which you can store the value. So how you will write the code? I will tell you.
सर एक और तरीका है सर.
Yeah, plus minus no?
Yes sir, yes sir.
That is a shortcut. So what we will do, we will create a variable temp, means temporary. You can write any name in it. It is a short form of temporary variable. What it will do, look, what is the problem? If I write a equal to b and b equal to a, value in the variable a get lost. Yes or no? Means it is deleted. It is overwritten. So what I will do, in the temp, I will write this line. Temp equal to a. Means it will store the value of variable a. Okay. Means in temp 2 is there. Now I can write a equal to b. When I write this line a equal to b, a will have 3. Means the value in b is there in a. Now finally I have to write b equal to temp, because temp actually has the value of a, means 3 is there. So when I write b equal to temp, 2 will be there, and that's all. So to change the value of two variable, you need to write 3 lines of code. You have to create extra variable that will store the value that is there in the variable a, and that's all. You will write a equal to b, the value in b gets transferred to a, and when you write b equal to temp, the value that was there in the variable a before swapping will be get transferred. Okay, so just remember this code, remember these 3 lines, it is very important. If there is some issue, let me know. No issue in understanding this thing now? Okay, so I will open up the code. Where is the code? Okay, this is the code. Just write it and run it. But the only thing here is what you can do, take two values from the user. Means write on the console please enter two value. Let us suppose user entered value 10 and 50. So tell them that after swapping the value of A is 50 and the value of B is 10. Okay, because here in this program I am giving the value by myself. A and B has a value 3 and 2. Read these values from the keyboard. Okay, just do it ASAP. I hope you are understanding it. It is very easy. And the thing is here, instead of writing temp equal to 2, I should have written temp equal to A. Okay, everything else is fine. Do it ASAP. Now, because we have understood how to swap two variables, now we can do the code for the reversal of the array elements. Okay, that's why I have told you how to swap two values of two variables, how to exchange the value of two variables using a third variable or using a temporary variable. That is a temporary variable, na? You know, it is just holding the value for some time. That's why its name is temporary variable. By using the same logic, we can easily reverse the value inside the array. But I think that will be homework because we do not have so much time. Ignore this thing, ignore this line, okay? If you have trouble understanding how we are swapping the value of two variable, let me know. Now I have told you how to swap value of two variable using temporary variable. But in the placement interview, they will ask a question from you. Swap two value of a variable without using temporary variable. Look, this code is fine, but there is some issue here. Can anyone tell me what is the problem with this code? Anyone? Because generally this question is not asked in the interview. They say,
Sir,
swap two values without using the temporary variable. Yes.
सर टेम्प सर फालतू में जगह ले रहा है सर.
Of course. You are
The code
reserving, yes, you are reserving extra space now. To swap two variables, you are creating another variable. So it is not a good thing, na? Means it is not perfect. It is okay. Integer is taking only 4 bytes or 2 bytes. But you know, in the interview, just to make people confused, they say it is not a, actually it is not a best approach, na? Because you are wasting some space. It is less, but it doesn't matter. It's still it is, you know, you are wasting a space. So can you do the swapping without a temporary variable? This question is asked. So that is again a homework. So I have given you two questions as a homework. First question is swap two variables without using temporary variable. You can easily find the code on the Google. Okay. Just try to understand it, implement it. Another homework is you can try this, okay? Because in the next class anyway, I will tell you the solution. We have an array and we have to actually reverse the array. We have to change the elements. We do not have to print the array in the reverse order. We have actually done the code earlier. What we have to do, we have to actually reverse the array elements. So means if the array elements were 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, after reversal or after swapping using the temporary variable, the elements in the same array are 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So you can use the same concept of temporary variable there. So two questions are given as a homework. Just do them. In the next class I will ask. So I will stop my recording.